Hello everyone, ThunderEgg here. So in today's video, I'm going to attempt to basically predict the characters that will get rerun until the end of 2022, which there will be four banners. There will be four patches and 8 banners left, excluding the 2.7, which is happening right now. So basically, the 4 patches left are 2.8 all the way to 3.2. Now, the reason I'm making this video at this point is because I think most people are clear that Kazuha will get rerun in 2.8, but I think we're still pretty unclear on who will be rerun all the way from 3.0 to 3.2. But given that some of the important dates are in there, I think we can get a good sense of who might get rerun around them. Of course, this video is going to be highly speculative, so if I'm wrong, feel free to come back and leave comments down below saying how horribly wrong I am. And that's the reason I'm making this video today is because I was working on Yelin's video today, on Yelin's entire guide, but that video turned out to take longer than I thought it's going to take, so that's still in the works and hopefully will come out tomorrow. With that said, let's get started. So starting with 2.8, I think everyone's on the same page that Kazuha will get rerun in 2.8. I think that part's clear. As for who will come along with Kazuha, we have heard some rumors about the Golden Apple Archipelago coming back, and also we have seen a lot of people wanting that island to come back and stay as a permanent place. So with that said, the other bold guess is going to be Klee, who haven't had her rerun in quite a while. And together with Klee and Kazuha, the third most likely person is going to be yoimiya, because there was a thread that's still not tied up in the quest line from 2.6 that's Klee and yoimiya says they will basically be doing fireworks together in the summer. And what's better to do it than when Klee's getting rerun, also rerun yoimiya so they can do fireworks together. As for the problem with Klee and yoimiya both being pyro DPS, I don't think any of the two are meta at the moment, so I don't think that will really affect their sales. So my guess for 2.8 is Kazuha, Klee, and yoimiya was basically, my guess is with 50% or above accuracy. The fourth character, as we all know, as for right now, each patch can have 3 to 4 rate up 5 stars. As for the fourth one, if they're going to have one, if they're not, it's going to be these 3. If they are going to have one, my guess is Albedo. Mainly because Albedo doesn't have too much meta value at the moment, so adding him to a banner like this will hopefully just increase the sales a little bit more before Sumeru drops in. On the other hand, if they do add a fourth character to here, the character who's most closely tied with Klee and yoimiya and the whole story quest that happened with the festival in Inazuma last patch is going to be Albedo, because Albedo is currently accompanying Klee in Inazuma. Now, have they gone back yet? We don't know, but Albedo was last seen with Klee, so if Klee is getting a rate up, Albedo should also be getting one if they do want to slot in an extra character. As for 3.0, 3.0 is going to spawn the dates from August 25th to October the 6th. The two important dates in the middle of this is, first of all, MiHoYo's 1 year and Genshin Impact's 2-year anniversary at this point. We better be getting some good rewards as we can get Chi-Chi treatment again. The second one is, of course, the Chinese National Day, which is October 1st. Genshin's 2-year anniversary should be September 21st or something around that date. So with that said, 3.0 of course coming with 2 new Dendro characters. My guess is that they might actually release the Dendro Archon early just because MiHoYo wants to get all the stuff down before kids go back to school, so kids can spend money in the summer. So what they might do is push Dendro Archon to be the first banner in 3.0, just like what they did with Venti, and then they follow up with another Dendro character in the second half of the banner. However, given when 2.0 was happening, so Ayaka and yoimiya had their banner, there was no double banner up at the same time. So this time my guess is they're actually going to do double banner up at the same time to increase the sales. And given it's Chinese National Day and MiHoYo's 2-year, I should stop saying MiHoYo's anniversary, Genshin's 2-year anniversary, my guess is it's gonna be a Leah character. At the top, there's 3 characters at the top, my guess right now. given the rate up time, I think Ganyu is probably the best one to be rated up, because many of you that have seen the reaction with Dendro knows that Cryo is not going to be favored anymore once Dendro enters the game. So at that point, rerunning Ganyu would make a lot of sense, because this will probably be the last of her banner that sells well. As for the other two options, if they're rerunning more characters, Zhongli is a strong candidate, mainly because with a big patch like this, they're probably going to give out a lot of rewards, which means players are either coming back or new players are joining in. With that said, Zhongli is a great character for starting characters, which is why, personally, I guess, no matter how much they nerf Zhongli and no matter how much they design enemies to go against him in the late game, as we progress along the 7 nations, Zhongli will pretty much get a rerun at least once half a year, if not more frequently, just because how good of a character he is to beginners. In terms of clearing domains, doing spiral bits, or just day-to-day interaction, you basically don't die and you don't need a healer. The third one, of course, my guess is Shenhe. Shenhe hasn't ever had her rerun yet, and it might be a nice time to rate up her if they still think Ganyu is too much of a valuable character to toss out at them, then they might do Shenhe. So my guess for 3.0 is going to be 2 new Dendro characters. Not exactly Dendro, but 2 new Sumeru characters together with Ganyu, Zhongli, or Shenhe, one of them or 2 of them. And of course, for Sumeru characters, my guess is Dendro Archon together with Sino, but again, it could be very wrong depending on who is going to be the character that leads us into Sumeru. As for 3.1, 3.1 spawns the dates between October 7th to November 18th. The biggest thing to note in between is Halloween, which my guess is immediately going to Hu Tao. So my guess first half is going to be Hu Tao. If they didn't rerun Zhongli in 3.0, they might tag Zhongli together with Hu Tao to make a good banner, because that will be a very strong banner to be rolling on. Plus, both of the two are from Wangshan Funeral Parlor, so it makes sense for those two to pair together. As for the second half, my guess is again Sumeru characters, because normally I think per Genshin standards, every single new region release, so the .0 and the .1 patch is pretty much exclusively rating up the characters from the new region before they slot in more rerun characters. So my guess is it's going to be at least 2 more new Sumeru characters. We have at least 4 5-stars from Sumeru by the end of 3.1. As for 3.2, Genshin 2.2, which was for Inazuma, was completely rerun. It was Hu Tao and Child. So my guess for 3.2 is also going to be a full rerun banner. For 3.2, given the amount of characters that are left and the amount that haven't been run, my guess is they will be split basically into 2 banners, one Inazuma banner and one Mondstadt banner. For Inazuma banner, the character that should be rated up is either miko, ayato, or shogun, between 2 of them out 2 out of 3 of them. And for the Mondstadt banner, Eula would have not been rated up a long time by then, which they should be rating up Eula around them. And if Albedo wasn't rerun in 2.8, then they'll probably tag Albedo along with Eula, because both of those two are from Knights of Aphonia, so it makes a lot of sense for them to rerun. And finally, one note from MiHoYo, what they have said is basically they will be rerunning characters more often, and they will be pretty much basing it on whatever quest lines up there, but I think more likely they'll probably design the banner first, look at the sales. After they confirm it's a good banner, they will design the minor quest lines around them, because they do have a lot of flexibility on quest line. So my guess is we should be expecting a little bit of Liyue questline in 3.0 or 3.1. Maybe just a side quest from Hu Tao in 3.1 for the whole Halloween thing. And for 3.2, which lasts all the way up until the last day of the year, we should be expecting some pre-New Year celebration, probably either in Mondstadt or in Inazuma is what I'm expecting. So that's all from me. If you have any comments, or if you think some of my guesses are wrong, feel free to leave your comments down below. Thanks very much for watching, and have a nice day.